Day by day, the closet door opened a little more. At first it was just small moments, a conversation here, a meal there. But slowly the RFA started talking to Cecelia, really talking. They shared their beliefs, their anger at inequality, their frustration with powerful people like her father who controlled what the world read, what the world believed, and ultimately what the world thought was true. And Cecelia, she listened. She was 19, curious, idealistic, and completely cut off from everything she had ever known. The only voices she heard every single day belonged to these people, and some of what they were saying, it didn't sound crazy to her. It sounded like the truth nobody had ever been brave enough to say out loud. Then her father's food donation made the news. And instead of feeling relieved, she felt betrayed. $2 million. That's all her father could offer for her life. A man worth hundreds of millions. A man who owned newspapers across the entire country. To Cecelia, it felt like a slap in the face, not just to her, but to every hungry person her father had promised to help and then barely tried. Something inside her cracked open. Then it hardened into something else entirely. Weeks passed, and then one day the RFA told her something nobody expected. You can go home, Cecelia. You're free. She thought about it, and she said no. She recorded an audio message and sent it out to the world herself. Her voice was calm, steady, certain. She renounced her family name, declared herself a soldier of the revolution, and gave herself a new name, Nadia. The world could not believe what they were hearing. But it was about to get even harder to believe. Because 2 weeks later, Nadia, formerly known as Cecelia Hartwell, the kidnapped heiress, walked into a bank with a gun in her hand and helped rob it. Security cameras caught everything. There she was, no mask, no hesitation. At one point she turned to the terrified people lying on the floor and screamed at them to stay down. When that footage hit the news, America lost its mind. Gerald Hartwell sat in silence watching his daughter on television, not as a victim anymore, but as a fugitive. The FBI released their most wanted list shortly after. Cecilia's face was on it. The rich girl from California, the college student, someone's daughter. Now one of the most hunted women in the entire country. We are not done yet. Because in final part, the safe house burns, the whole country watches live on television, and the most powerful